everyone. I'm Yvonne Grubb, and this is Yvonne Grubb's World of Crafting. Welcome back. Yes, I'm back with another video today. Sorry. Um, I just got all my drills put in their containers for the Thomas Kinkade, so I wanted to show you the Thomas Kinkade before I start it. So I'm going to turn you down. Let's see. Let me turn it this way for you. This is the one I'm going to be doing now. I think I'm going to title this the Pink Thomas Kinkade because I don't know the name of this one. And it seems like there's a lot of pink in it. Or maybe the spring. I may name this, I'm going to name this one the Spring Kinkade. But yeah. So I'm getting ready to start this. After we finish this one, then we'll be doing this little line of mine, which I'm really excited to do. So without further ado, let's get started. I'm going to do a little bit of this with you. I hope you don't mind. And yeah, I'm a weirdo. I'm going to turn it sideways. Actually, I think I'm going to turn it upside down. Because the color I want to work with is right there. I'm going to start off with J. J. So how's everybody's day going? Mine, as you can tell. Okay, hold on. Mine's going pretty good, pretty good. I love those diamond dots. They're so relaxing. It's just like this mindless thing. I turn on some YouTube videos and I just veg out. Or like last night, my husband, when he went to bed, I popped in my earphones and I was listening to the Osbournes Want to Believe. I think that's what it's called. That's where Jack Osbourne is trying to convince his mom and dad that ghosts and aliens and Bigfoot all exist. That's a cool show. But I have to agree with Ozzy and Sharon. Sometimes the videos he shows. Come on, Jackie boy. Do your research. Some of that crap you can tell is faked. Sorry. My house is like really dry or something. I need to get. Is it a humidifier that puts moisture in the air? I need to get one of them thingies. Maybe someday. 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 So the new guy started at my husband's work, and then he called him yesterday, telling him he didn't. No, the day before. What's the day? Today's Thursday. He called him Tuesday, told him he didn't feel good, that he was running a fever, and that he was going to stay home. And he went and got one of the tests done, and he has the creeping crud. So my husband told him, "Yeah, don't come back until after you're well. Quarantine yourself." So I'm like, great, googly moogly. You finally get somebody in there who wants to work, and they get the creeping crud. That's what I call it on this channel, is the creeping crud. Mostly because I keep pronouncing this stupid thing wrong. So, creeping crud's just easier. Or I could call it by the funny name, Captain Trips. If you don't know what that's a reference to, it's a reference from The Stand and Stephen King. In The Stand, there's a super flu they make, and it's called Captain Trips because a military guy escaped and spread it all over the world. Yes, I'm a Stephen King fan. Can y'all see what I'm doing? Not really, because I'm using my right hand. Let's switch to my left. That'll be better. You can see what I'm doing, huh? Let me check. Yep. Speaking of books and movies, have any of you read the Twilight books? And if so, have you watched the movies? Now, I only read the books because um, one of the girls I worked with, her sister and I are friends, and she kept going on and on and on and on and on about these books. And I'm like, okay, I'll read them. I said, but I'm not. I said, I don't. I think this whole twinkling vampire crap is stupid. But anyway, my husband was watching. Well, has been watching Twilight the last couple of days. I have no idea why. He says it's good. There's nothing else on TV, so he's been he's been watching the extended version. And the part where Edward meets Charlie for the first time, and he's taking Bella to the baseball game. When he goes to open the truck door, or is it the car door? Anyway, he goes to open the vehicle door. He leans over to Bella and he chuckles and he says, "Charlie thinks you go to an all girls school." And my husband goes, "Did you hear that?" I said, "Hear what?" He said, "Edward just told Bella that he thought she went to an all girls school." Okay, I have an issue with this because I know in the book, Charlie is the one who um, registers her for school. Okay, Charlie's also the cop of the town of Forks. So Charlie would know that there was only two school systems, the one on the reservation and then the one in Forks for the non-reservation kids. So why in the world did he think Bella would be in an all-girls school? He registered her. He knew what school that she was attending. I was wondering if, and Lord forgive me, if he flubbed his line. And his line was actually, Charlie wishes you went to an all girl school. Instead of Charlie thinks you go to an all girl school. Wishing would make more sense to me because, Bella just got into town and, they're just rebuilding their father daughter relationship, and now here comes this guy that's going to interfere with all that. So, him maybe thinking, I wish she went to an all girls school would make a little bit more sense. But him saying he thinks you go to an all girls school, to me, that's just, yeah, just makes no sense whatsoever. And it's weird because, like, my husband and I were talking. We've watched this movie, I'd say 100 times. 100 times. Because I also own them. But every time it comes on TV, he watches it. And, yeah. Never realized that that's what he had said. But it, and that's not just in the extended version, by the way. That's in the regular movie as well. We checked. But, if you have a chance to watch the extended version, there is so many things that they could have left. I mean, yeah, it would have made the movie a lot longer, but it would have made the movie so much better if they would have left the crap in there that they took out. That's why I love extended versions. And there's an extended version for all of them, except for the very last one. Breaking Dawn Part 2, there's not an extended that we could find anyway on the platform that my husband's watching it on. So if there is an extended part 2 to Breaking Dawn, I would love to see that. I told him, I said, I want the extended version now. My husband said he read that they may do a mini series about the Cullen plan and how it came to be, which that would be really cool. What I really wish they would do is a movie on Alice, but they have to use the original Alice. I'm sorry, no one else will do. And well, I guess they couldn't because I start with her childhood. But I would love to see that. I know there's some fans out there who've done stuff, but I don't know if there's actually like a book or anything. My husband always says, "Who are you team for? Team Jacob or Team Edward?" I said, "Team me." He's like, "That's not a team." I'm like, "Oh." I understand why she got together with Jake. I understand why she got together with Edward because she felt like that's where she belonged. But at the same time, I don't know. I like Jacob because he didn't twinkle. I also like Jacob because Jacob was like he didn't have a problem telling Bella, you know, I don't know, telling Bella what was going on. You know, like, hey, we're chasing the redhead, meaning Victoria. Um, we just don't know what she's after. And once she says, "Oh, I do," Jacob's all like protective mode, where vampire dude thinks, "Oh, you know, I know Victoria's after me, so I'm gonna be a pansy and I'm gonna run away. I'll just tell her I don't love her anymore. And that way the threat will go away." Dude, you're a freaking vampire, and you know that when you kill a vampire, according to this chick, you kill her mate. She's psychotic. She's gonna come after you and your girlfriend. And even if you dump your girlfriend, she's still gonna come after her because she's the reason you killed her mate. And then my husband pointed out a good thing, pointed out something else in the movie when well, these are all spoilers, by the way. Well, I don't know many people who haven't watched Twilight or seen it or read it. But anyway, um, when Bella's pregnant and she's dying because of the little baby vampire, why in the world did they not put two and two together and think, oh, it wants blood? I never, I never really thought about it until my husband brought it up last night. I mean, I understand that um, vampire half breeds aren't uh, common, but still, it's part vampire. Don't you think? It might want blood. I mean, just just saying. That would make sense to me. And then also, um, the housekeeper that's on Esme Island. Um, she's from the Kakuna tribe. The boy that Alice finds is from the Kakuna tribe. So my husband was like, if the maid was from the Kakuna tribe and said boy is from the Kakuna tribe, how come she didn't know about this boy when Edward was asking? And I was like, that's a good question. I don't have an answer for it. Then I got to thinking, well, maybe the tribe is so big they're not in the same place, maybe, because the boy says that he has other sisters and brothers. I believe he said brothers. He may have said brother. I know he said he had sisters. So I was thinking maybe they live separate from the human tribe. Even though they can eat uh, food or drink blood, because they're hybrids. Well, she should have just kept that stupid twinkling crap out. That would have made my day. She could have done it like if they went into the sun, a tribal symbol came up on them, something like that. But to twinkle, No, no twinkles. No twinkles. Maybe I should call this Thomas Kinkade and movie review. Ah. Oh, and then the other thing that I was telling them last night that bugs me about it. Okay, so we're watching the movie and the werewolves. Okay, they can phase anytime they want to. All right, that's cool. I get that. There are other authors and stuff that do the same thing, where they can phase when they want to. It's not just a full moon thing. So I'm cool with that. But Jacob tells Bella that they have these little packs that they wear on their ankles with extra clothes in them. So if they have to phase real quickly when they're done phasing, or when they're done being wolf boy or wolf girl, they can have a pair of clothes to dress into. All right, so now with that being said, the big fight happens uh, with the newborns and the wolves. So Alice is called um, Edward and Bella back because the Volturi are showing up. Leah sees a vampire and she tries to attack it, and anyway, she gets hurt or some crap, I don't know. Anyway, Jacob jumps in the way, and it winds up getting his arms wrapped around Jacob and crushing his little ribs and everything else. Well, he automatically shifts back to his human form. Now, I get it. It's a rated PG movie, and they don't want to show anatomy. But like I told my husband, they could have had him face back into human form, been completely nude, but with his leg up, hiding his junk. And that would have fit with his scenario, or her scenario. Because how in the world can he phase from wolf form back to human form and be completely clothed? Plus the same thing with Leah. It shows her coming out of wolf form back into human form, fully clothed. Couldn't have happened. I'm calling BS. That whole scene needs to be redone. Not saying that Leah should have walked out naked. Not saying that at all. I'm saying she could have been screaming at him from a tree as she's getting dressed. I don't know if other people's pointed out those things or not before. Like I said, I understand it's a PG movie. I think it could be R. You know, I really never paid attention to the rating. I don't think there's any swearing in it. Let's look up the rating. We'll see. Let's see. What is PG-13? Okay. Um, I don't know why I got a PG-13 rating. There's no language in it. There's no nudity. I mean, Jacob never wears a shirt, but, you know, I can handle that. But yeah, there's many ways they could have done that to where I know many people probably didn't even think about it, but it always bugged me because I'm thinking werewolves don't just go back into their clothes. As well, first of all, they're shred, and every time they show them phasing, it shows their clothes shredding. So I mean, there's oops. Uh-oh. I have a tendency to overthink things. Just like my husband and I were debating last night. Was it really Edward that turned her? Or was it the baby? Because they say newborns are more powerful in the first few months they're alive. And she's a hybrid. And like my husband was saying, he was comparing her to a snake last night because, you know, vampires are venomous. They're venomous creatures. So he was saying that like rattlesnakes, when they're first born, the first few months they're alive, they are the most deadliest. Their venom is the most deadliest. Then he said, so what's to say that the baby bit her because she sensed her pain and was trying to make her better. And so she bit her and released her venom into Bella. And I was like, out of all the times I've watched this, I never once thought about that. But yeah, so who really turned Bella? Was it Edward? Or was it the baby? Don't ask me to pronounce that kid's name because I can't pronounce it. Alrighty. I'm not going to keep you on much longer. It's been 30 minutes. Yeah, that's enough rambling about Twilight and Amy Diamond Pain. Oh, sorry. I need to go find something to eat. So I gotta stop yawning and get this posted. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you like what you see, subscribe. It's free. And if you hit the bell, you'll get notified every time I upload. I'm trying to upload at least once a week, sometimes twice, in one day. So, yeah. With that being said, thank you again for watching, and I will see you again next time. Bye from Tennessee.